So long, Gabe Bowser is going to be in the discussion for a while, and I'm not even joking with that joke. So I do want to make a quick video and kind of give out my thoughts about this because this just happened recently and stuff. And I'll send a video down below if you want to learn more about it. And of course, you can look it up on your own with online and all that. I do recommend the video down below though. But yeah, in a crazy way, as the title suggests, Doug Bowser, who will just be calling Bowser, of course, and clarify we're talking about the actual Doug Bowser, not Bowser the dragon guy blasting fire. Yeah, the American president of Nintendo, uh, Nintendo of America's CEO and president, is retiring at the end of this year. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot. There's already discussion already happening. I'm just getting on board with it already super quick because, yeah, this is going to spread like wildfire. And I just want to get my two thoughts already out of the way. First of all and foremost, this is not really a shock, but they haven't explained why he's leaving. But honestly, even I can't deny this. The current theory, which seems to be the most plausible, is what's going on with the current hate towards the Switch 2 and the whole discourse that's going on. It's probably giving him stress for obvious reasons. And many, and I'll admit myself included, do believe this is the reason why he's leaving. Honestly, I don't think he wants to be part of it anymore. And yeah, it's a very bad situation for him. Which I do feel bad for the guy because, for clarification, just because he's leaving doesn't mean it's going to snap, change, and everything's going to be happy. Especially since this is the Nintendo of America. Nintendo is a Japanese company, and not much has changed. If you want to learn more about that, I highly recommend the video down below because they do talk about it a little bit more in details. I mean, it's kind of obvious even without it because, again, we already know Nintendo of Japan is, well, Nintendo. Nintendo of America is Nintendo of America. So, they don't truly run Nintendo. The real Nintendo in Japan does. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, it definitely still doesn't mean he still felt the stress because, again, many people were targeting him. I mean, this was the guy who literally, although he meant it differently, made the same mistake as the Xbox guy. If you guys know what I'm referring to, I forgot his name, so fuck him. But Bowser meant it a different way because he was trying to hint at they're still releasing Nintendo Switch 1 games and all that. Or Switch 1 games. Although it still doesn't matter because it still fails. So, yeah. Like he did. He sort of kind of dug his own grave kind of thing. I mean, it's all depends. I mix on that statement. I don't think he dug his own grave, but at the same time, I can see why many would think about that. But honestly, this is a really just unfortunate. Honestly, I mean, I do feel bad for the guy, and I hope he does have a good retirement. He did hinted that he still want to work with Nintendo in some way. Though who knows what that is for. But yeah, this is not a very good look at all because this basically looks like he dumped the Switch 2 and is jumping out the window. There is no lie that that's what this looks like. And to be honest, I want to blame people for seeing that because, again, no one understands that Nintendo is just a Japanese company. Japanese, the real Nintendo in Japan, calls the shots, not him or whoever's the new American CDO. And there's also probably going to be a cans of words with that, but that's not related to any of this video. Although, for context, there is, I forgot her name, but there will be a person he trusts who's a female, and she'll be running CEO. No, nothing against her, though, so it actually is good that he actually has a replacement. and she sounds pretty. It sounds pretty confident she'll help run things, but it really does. It's actually even worse because it makes you think, oh, he's putting this all on a woman now. Literally, it's just about to dump all the Nintendo problems on this poor lady who doesn't know anything or something like that. Like that's my point I'm trying to get. This looks very bad. Like both sides could agree this looks pretty bad. And again, I do feel bad for a guy because I partially get it. He doesn't want to deal with the stress no more, especially since we realize partially this isn't partially his fault. But at the same time, you feel like yeah, he dug his own grave by his own rights through the fact of him saying those things and kind of debunking the thing that should have been kept quiet, which was the fact that he debunked the fact that they weren't raising the prices due to tariffs, which I would have secretly used that to keep my mouth shut on the price rising. Just saying. But, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this whole situation go. I'm just bringing out my thoughts and kind of explaining it. I personally think this is just going to go, the shit's going to hit the fan, Like, it's obvious. But it is fascinating for me to see this because I didn't expect this, honestly. But at the same time, it was bound to happen. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to still hate the crap out of him. They're still going to blame him and all that. And that's the issue, too. They're not understanding that's the wrong guy to blame. You have to blame the actual true president of Nintendo for all this situation. Like I said before, even then, especially with the previous video, in the end of the day, they're just going to be business as usual. So who knows how all this is going to work out. I do hope for both the new CEO and the retiring CEO the best, but the new CEO, she got a lot on her plate, and I feel bad for her because it feels like she's about to get dumped with all this stuff, and that's like yikes. But I want to get my thoughts out there. It might be meh. I know this is a super short video, but I wanted to give out this update and give my quick thoughts because honestly I have nothing else to put out. And also real quick, I know I've been doing a lot of Nintendo videos, but I've been like loving kind of this new format I've been doing with my channel. So I am going to continue doing it. I just want to quickly point that out because I know maybe you may have noticed that. It won't be Nintendo videos, it'll be other game conversations. But I'm starting to like doing these things. It's really helpful and all that. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I can't wait to see tomorrow where memes and shit go fan. And again, it's literally going to be so long, gay Bowser. Even though we don't know Doug Bowser's sexuality, I think. Well, I don't know his sexuality. You guys might, but yeah, definitely going to be literally that meme floating around. Oh boy. But anyways, this has been Floxcat. Snapping out of here. Bye.